Welcome back to Thruway Sports Talk. Joining our panel for this segment is Rick Sealing, former Buffalo Sabres, and also on the phone, Erie Otters head coach Chris Knobloch. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So you've probably got more insight than most people. Tell us what kind of player Connor McDavid is on the ice and off the ice.
Connor's pretty exciting. On the ice, he's gets fans out of their seats from the plays that he makes with his electric speed. Off the ice, a great guy, great teammate. Players absolutely love him, and but not as exciting off the ice. Just a very humble guy who is just a great kid.
Well, Chris, I mean, you've had this fantastic player under your charge for a while. You know, how much of a distraction is it for the rest of the team to have him out there?
Well, I think it could be a distraction for our team, but I think everyone's handled it very well, and I think that's part of the reason is everyone's just accepted it so well. Connor's been touted as going number one for quite a while. There's been a lot of attention, but you know, if he wasn't so popular with our team, maybe guys would resent it or not enjoy it so much. But they want Connor to do well, and they're just there for the ride because this is something very special.
Chris, if you were to compare him to a current NHLer, who would that be?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know he compared his game to Tyler Bozak in Toronto, but as a player in the NHL, I couldn't pinpoint it just because of his speed and his offensive awareness. At this level, I'm not sure who he could compare because he's pretty dominant in the OHL. That I don't see anyone doing that at the NHL.
Hey, Chris, one of the things that struck me as I've read about this kid for years now is just how poised he's been throughout this process, because he's been under the microscope since he was a little kid, really. And you've been with him a long time, now a couple of years at least. Just address that part of Connor and how he's dealt with all this pressure of being, the next Gretzky or the next Crosby.
Well, he's handled it very well. He's been very professional, and a lot. It'd be very difficult for. He's been going through this for quite a number of years, entering the OHL at 15, and for him to do as many interviews as he has, and just, you're always bound to make a mistake, but he's managed to just be himself, and it's been really nice to see him, and it kind of reminded me of. I remember when Wayne Gretzky was retiring and all the interviews he did and all the wonderful things he was saying, and for Connor to do that at such a young age, it just shows of how mature he is.
Obviously, Buffalo definitely looking for instant help. Is he the type of player that can step in and be an impact player right off the bat, or is this someone that's going to have to ease their way in maybe a year or so before he really starts to make his mark in the NHL?
I think he'll make his mark right away. He will not be the dominant number one center immediately, but he will be a player that can play on your power play and top minutes and contribute offensively, and providing he's got good players around him to help him. He's not going to do it by himself, but he will make an impact when he comes there. But to be a dominant player, it'll be a little while, and I hope teams aren't, I know the teams won't be, but fans give him time and be patient with him, because he will be a dominant player very soon, but maybe not immediately.
Hey, Chris, the only thing that I've heard that could be a problem for him is he's playing against teenagers right now in the junior league. Does he have the body to go play against the men? I know he's fast. It's going to be hard to catch him. But does he have the body to play against men in the NHL?
I absolutely think so. I know there's players in the NHL who are 160 pounds, and I believe Connor's almost 190 right now. And how much bigger he got from his 16-year-old to his 17-year-old over the summer was quite remarkable, and I would expect he'll make another big progression on his getting bigger and stronger. That he'll be just fine. He won't be overpowering guys, but he's going to be an elite skater in the NHL next season. That's something they don't have to worry about him. All he he needs to get faster to be able to play at this speed. That won't be an issue. And being strong enough, I truly believe he is it right now, let alone another year.
Okay, well, I know the Sabres are certainly hoping that he comes our way. Chris Knobloch, coach of the Erie Otters, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Oh, not a problem. Thanks for having me.